They're grouping together. We're seeing a push towards the A-bomb side here for NiP. There's 3 players ready to receive it, though, from NaVi, so they're going to be able to put up a fight. That's a timely smoke grenade there from Zeus. That should help them out. Looking pretty good here, positionally from NaVi.
Simple has to do a lot, but he gets insta-traded. 2 versus 4 now for NaVi. Not looking great. Bomb's been planted. It is a pistol round, though, so it can be recovered. And that is the way to kick things off. Get Right, however, spots both players there, which means that NiP have time to reposition on the side. Oh, that's a very nice angle from Forrest. Not checked by Electronic because he's exposed to the sides at the same time. And that leaves Edward on his own. What will he choose to do now? I don't know if any of these CTs had a kit, so you may feel like this is the point of no return.
You're likely going to be playing it fairly safe. That's a pretty good bet. And one way to defuse that is by, oh my god, Lecro! Oh, he gets, I think, almost gets the kill into Zeus as well. That is just disgusting stuff. Towards the door, I think, is quite predictable and an easy one to practice if you're in NiP's position. Okay. Okay, they were trying to poke their heads in, and they got them promptly blown off. So that's going to go quite a ways here for NaVi to look to close down this round, but NiP still in with a chance. Rez will be able to equalize as he's forcing himself into the bomb site. NiP have to make this work.
But Dennis is now alone, and now he's gone. Smoked like a kipper. Really came in handy, the kills on the USP round, to make NiP a lot weaker. And when you are looking for your first buy round, oh god, Rez. Looking for a typical jump. Swift punish. Simple down to 6 HP already, so he really needs to deliver something here.
It's so scary. Anything will kill him right now. He's going to have to be flawless as NiP decide to rush into the bomb site. Electronic with a good position. They line up. Oh my god! That is just so fortunate for Electronic, and he's going to finish it off with class and style.
Anomalous ace.
See you on...
Again?
Okay. I'll say see you on Reddit. Maybe Rez is going to have Electro rounds.
Are they going to condition Zeus to stop doing that jump? That's 2 rounds in a row where he's being picked off jumping like that.
Ooh, Rez maybe a bit too quick on the first shot there. Unable to finish off the second player, but Edward offers himself up. It's a 5v3. They've only got 2 deagles.
It almost looks like the aim punch sent the bullet into his opponent's head, because I think his crosshair was lower. Maybe we'll see a replay later. Rez looking for more, finally getting picked off, but 1 kill, not enough really for NaVi in this situation. Simple repositioning. And now, maybe expecting NiP to try to use the numbers if they know where the AWP is, but are there 2 players towards? Oh dear, never mind. Last 2 players in the B bomb site, and NaVi.
If Simple can hold on to the AWP and Flamey the AK-47, then they should be okay. But Lecro is going on the hunt. Simple will defend. And I have to say, I was worried that NiP were in a position to overextend, because you commonly see that where they created the 5v3, and then you have a situation whereby Rez is sort of just poking his head out there in a position where he's, already kills have been made. And I think you have to say it at a certain point. I think when we saw just recently at the ECS finals, Team Liquid was so good at this. They have a better read this time. They've got that forward setup. Electronic goes forwards there. The flashbangs that went off previously. Now Simple makes an appearance, but both Electronic and Simple traded out. That's a 4v3 for NiP. That's ideal for them.
It's not a T side, so it can be position dependent. Maybe he's playing close. Makes sense for him to have the UMP. 2 on 3. He's got some info for his teammate Zeus, but he might not have seen them moving downstairs on the def cam.
Very diligent stuff there from NiP as they exit the door, checking every nook and cranny. And in one of those crannies, they'll find Edward, and now he has been removed. Sent to the sin bin. Like, for example, all of the days when they had threat and so on, that, you knew that they were tactically a strong team, but it sometimes seemed like everything was a bit misplaced strategically at the same time. But right now we're seeing a good marriage of strategy, tactics, and individual play. Great response there as they trade their way back up into the A-bomb site. Flamey with the UMP will slow the effort, creating some level of resistance, but NiP seem to be overwhelming them at the moment. Edward, the last man standing, needs a 1v3 to go his way to make it happen. Oh, almost gets a chance at it. 1v1s back to back. A lot of flashbangs just recently whilst NaVi were performing the boost, and they're certainly going to hear that. But, oh, they have a counter boost set up there. Forrest was watching for that. You can see his angle is very deep which was designed to see the heads poking over the wooden board, the plank. And that's going to cue NiP to go into the bomb site.
Late smoke in the back of Monster, way too late. The bomb's on the floor though, 2 versus 3. Zeus needs multiple, there's 2. And now he's alone, can't get his reload in time. Get right will trade, required for them to get half of the rounds that they have. So quite telling of the current situation here. And Electronics' lurk has not paid off on this occasion. Is Zeus good for a second one though? He is, well, Edward will steal the kill through the hole in the door. Now Dennis is moving up and risks will be taken, and maybe it will be a third round for NaVi.
Yeah, looking fantastic. Forest's position is pretty awesome, but if only he had the bomb, although he is about to be surrounded. Let's see how he handles it. He's using the bank position to fall back, and he hears all the noise here, so he's going to have that advantage. So clean, so fast from Forest, not showing his age at all. That's one thing we love about Forest. But he will be backstabbed, he'll be ended by Simple. It was a nice little effort at the end there.
But the Molotov keeps him in place.
Flashbang there. Oh my god, denied. Denied by Dennis. Now Simple alone with the AK-47, the perfect tool for the job. Let's see what he can get done here. NiP will definitely be suspicious of this. And there it is. Lekro just walks around the corner casually and slaps him in the face.
Lining things up as the smoke dissipates. We'll see how he approaches the left-hand side. He repositions accordingly. Flamey's been smoked off. Now Edward's position has been conceded, and he must know someone's got to be looking for a connector player. He was maybe half a centimeter away from seeing that position, but now it's Flamey on the site, 1 versus 2. He has a defuse kit, so he can do this. Nade goes in the wrong place, and that bomb is very far ticked, and Rez knows his risk is limited.
Dennis obviously is a beast, and he always has been. And now you've got Lekro, who is incredible as well, and very well-rounded as a player. So, oh, that's just dirty, isn't it? Cheeky USB bullet straight through the smoke, finds the head of Electronic, and Zeus might be able to remedy this. Only gets one, though. Rez will control his fights very, very well. And NiP looking pretty strong here.
He's my shotgun hero. That's why I gave him an actual shotgun shell keycap. There is significant advantage to be had, especially when you've got the like Simple on your team. Get right, not making a fatal connection with the first shot. The also shotgun, sorry, was improved. Has a tighter spread of shells, which is pretty good. It was very unreliable before. Lekro and Forest remain. Got to get some kills here, boys. Difference to the approach from Ninjas in Pajamas. We might be seeing a fast round here, and Electronic getting the first pick. Now, Lekro will know that he's headshot that player, so they may look for revenge.
If you win the fight and get the 5v4, you have this situation where you see NiP, they're playing it in a really cool way, where they're saying, you know what, it's going to be way too uncertain, way too difficult, the risk is way too high that we would, you know, to try and retake the bomb site. So we'll just actually just hold on to these 4 guns, and if you guys want to overextend and make the mistake to overextend and maybe run into our really tight setup towards the other side of the map and give us AK-47s and lose money in the process, then go for it.
Dirty angle from Get Right. They were huddled at the top of Connector, but no kills for him. So far, NaVi doing a good job of wiping out this CT economy and pretty much putting them on eco.
They have a pretty good spread of map control. I like that NiP are trying to control the Sewer's position at the moment. Ooh, nice trade there from Flame. Very important, but Get Right is there waiting and ready. The setup was good for NiP. 4v3 for them.
Much better start than the average CT start we saw in the first half for NaVi. Edward trying to get something done. Rez was lurking around here earlier while the smoke was up. There is Simple.
Then his teammates can try to save on the B bomb site. That's an option. But if he is successful, maybe there's a chance for them to actually make this round work. Rez will go down, but he's got the information of both players. He heard the running of Simple. He saw with his own eyes the other player Zeus up A long, and NiP will go for a split. So Lekro just created some noise there, some distraction. NaVi only have 2 players. So there is great potential for this split to do some damage. Although Get Right's been discovered. Oh, he gets the engagement he wants. And now it's down to Simple, the 1v2, but he'll fall. toilet side of the map, but they have to break the position of Dennis and Rez. And Dennis will take the attention. Rez goes in for the follow-ups, and he will be fantastic for it. He can't upgrade the gun, but he's done his job. He's taking down 2 players for the price of 1. Get Right gets another one, and they were not suspecting that 3-man setup ready to go in the toilet position. Now Simple is in a 1v4 to save the map for his team. There's frag number 1, but he's got a hell of a long way to go.
36 seconds. He does not have all the time in the world, and Lecro is picking a nasty spot. He's fired some bullets, though, and that's enough information for Simple. Even time for a spray. Rotation now. Leo's going to be on the B bomb site, but he doesn't know that. He needs to get the bomb down before they start to move into position. Going for the fake. Forrest is moving on the low ground. That wall bang was almost on point. Get Right with the flank. Simple knows he's out of time. Can he find the first player? He was close. He made the best of it he could, but that will be the first map going to Ninjas in Pajamas.